Thank you for watching Live and Local KWN TV.
Welcome into Reading, Writing, and Arithmetic. Every week we take a look at a different school here in the Dade County school system. This week, well, if you're familiar with Josh Engel, you know we're going to be talking about the high school. He is the principal at Dade County High School. He's going to be on with us. We've also got the athletic director that's going to be with us. He's got a big announcement.
He does.
This is kind of neat. This is going to be something you don't want to steal any of his thunder.
Right.
But it's a pretty big announcement for.
It's huge, and it's huge for our kids. That's the main thing.
Absolutely. But Josh, welcome.
Thank you.
And, of course, Josh is the principal at Dade County High School. So this week we will be talking a lot about the activities that are happening at Dade County High School. And there is a lot of them because are we, 6 weeks away, something like that?
6 weeks away. And generally after spring break, that's when all the activities after school, that's when those activities start to take place. For example, we've got an art show and our annual spring coffee house going on tonight, which is, all the art displayed has certainly been done by the kids. And then, the performances tonight at the spring coffee house will obviously be driven by the students and just facilitated by Miss Hastings. But a lot of activities planned between now and the end of the school year. But right now, the major focus is all the standardized testing. The elementary school and the middle school is going through that process now.
And we got a new name for it.
Yeah, Georgia Milestones.
Milestones. We're not the old test.
CRCT.
Yeah. So I guess it's the same type test, isn't it? They just renamed it something.
Same type for the most part. It's more performance based, but it's the Georgia Milestones for elementary kids. It's Georgia Milestones EOG, end of grade, and for high school students, it's Georgia Milestones EOC for end of course. So. It's just the window, the testing window is different for each grade level. So the elementary schools and the middle school they're going through that process now. We start off with the milestones on Monday, May 9th. But before we even start the milestones, we've got several AP courses where kids take the AP exam, and there's some restrictions when it comes to the AP testing, but that starts Friday, May the 6th. So the students will actually be bussed over to the elementary school. They've got a large room where it's quiet, where they can test, because the AP test usually lasts it's a half day. So if the test starts at 8. They generally finish up around 11:30.
Now I'm going to show my age. Is this the number 2 pencil test?
Oh, well, all of them are number 2 pencil.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there's one thing that has not changed then, the number 2 pencil.
Oh, that's exactly right. However, the Georgia Milestones at the high school is not a number 2 or a pen. It's a click of a mouse. So the high school is all online. So we're just hoping all of the internet traffic is secure once we start that process. All
right, well, good deal. So the high school is actually taking their classes or their test online.
The milestones will be online now. The AP test will be, number 2 pencil. But right. Yeah, the milestones will be all online.
Well, we better enjoy the number 2 pencil while we can, because it probably won't be another 5 years, and even the elementary will be all online.
Yeah, that's correct. So. The State Department of Education is encouraging all districts to start working towards that process.
I heard that. Well, I know that just announced we got an email today, which, by the way, these dates that we're talking about, we're airing this show starting on the 25th of April. So if you're watching at any other date, we'll talk. You got a reference there. So the coffee house is on the 25th, and that's in the evening at Dade County High School. So you can go out and that's the arts and the coffee house. But let's look at. You've got the superlatives. We got an email today. I know that we haven't got those names to be able to put out yet, but they'll be just around the corner.
Yes, those will be, well, they've already been announced, and then Life Touch was on campus today shooting photos. But of course, you guys are always welcome to come out and do your photos.
Yeah, they sent us an email and they're going to be sending us the photos. So
Okay,
we got that. That's the reason I knew that they were there today, because they'd sent us an email, and so we'll have all
have those in the paper.
Yeah,
Miss Black. We run that through our yearbook class, and so Miss Black is our yearbook sponsor. So she, as soon as Life Touch sends her the images, it'll just be a matter of sending that to you all.
Yeah, and see, that's another thing that has changed, because it used to be you had to get the photo. Now you get the image.
That's correct.
It's totally different. While we're at that, the graduation is just around the corner. How many we're going to graduate this year?
About 160.
160.
Yeah.
So I didn't know our numbers had been 150, 160 or so. So 160 graduating.
Yeah,
class.
since the tornado, we've kind of remained constant between 150 160.
Well, that'll be a that's always. So I always get this question, and I know that you do, because various things happen in the community. They'll say, well, how big is the gym? Or how many of the gym can hold? They're thinking about various things that they can do in the community, and I said, well, I don't know exactly how many it'll hold, but I know how many it'll pack in.
Oh yeah.
We don't know the exact number, but the graduation is the biggest crowd that I've ever seen there, and it continues to be the number one.
That's correct, and then
attended.
Yeah, the largest event.
Yeah.
This will be the third year that we will air graduation live online through our video broadcast class, and also
now you had some other areas in the high school that, like out you had some TVs in the commons area, because a lot of people want to be there,
right?
To be able to see. So
there's overflow seating where we project it onto a screen in the auditorium, and if you want a little more comfortable seat, and it's a little cooler in the auditorium, you can certainly have a seat in the auditorium and sit and watch it as we stream it and project it onto the big screen.
Oh, good deal. So 160 graduates. What's some of the other things that we're going to look forward to at the end of the school year? You always have the winding down, the awards banquets and stuff.
Yeah, we'll have a 9 through 12 awards night coming up the 16th of May. It's on a Monday night. And then right now, the biggest information, or the most important information we're trying to get to our seniors, is pay attention to the scholarship deadlines. At the local level, even at the state level, and getting their FAFSA documentation complete. But there's a lot of local scholarships that are available to kids, and those deadlines are important. Once those and we post the deadlines on the website. But once those deadlines are established, it's up to the students to make sure.
Deadlines
yes,
for.
It's up to the students to make sure they get that application
right,
complete, signed, sealed, and delivered. So.
Well, the reason you've got so many of them is that, if you've got 15, 20, 30, 40 people applying for an application, they've got to have time to go through and vet it.
That's correct. Yes.
So it takes a little while.
They got to validate that process and select the best candidate that's applying for the scholarship.
All right, you got the awards banquet coming up. What's some of the other end of the year activities that folks can look forward to?
On May the 19th, district wide, we're planning a roll up day where the fifth graders will roll up to the sixth grade, and the eighth graders will roll up to the high school. It really won't impact classroom instruction. We'll have some. The assistant principals, counselors, graduation coach, and myself will be kind of in charge of facilitating that process, but just kind of get them acclimated to the building, and let them, maybe visit some classes or some teachers who may be on planning during that time, but just to kind of, let them see, let them get through the high school.
Well, I think it's always been, y'all been doing this for years. It's better, especially to an eighth grader that has never been at the high school. Maybe they don't have any siblings or friends that they've been there before, or maybe they've been there just for graduation. To be able to come and get acclimated a little bit, or it's not overwhelming that first day they get off the bus and they were at the middle school, and all of a sudden they're at this huge complex at the high school. They're not a little overwhelmed.
That's correct. So hopefully that process will go smooth. We're this year, the high schools we're undergoing a HVAC renovation, where all the units in the building are scheduled to be replaced. So to try to schedule any kind of
and you're moving your office where?
to be announced.
To be announced over at the bus barn. That's where I'd be, and I'd move somebody out of their office. Or anyway, I know it's going to be a hot summer at the high school.
At the high school, yes, it will be. So hopefully, there's a pretty strict schedule that's been developed with the architect and the company that was awarded the bid. So hopefully everything will go smoothly.
All right, and new heating and air units when the kids return to fall, or actually they'll be coming back in August. It'll be hot. It better be working.
Oh yeah, that's exactly right, and that's why we couldn't plan anything before school for the eighth graders because the construction company is on a strict schedule, and we've got to start school. But we had to be able to maximize the amount of days that the construction company could be there. I mean, they did some work over spring break, some of the exterior projects, such as pouring a concrete slab and just preparing it for construction.
Absolutely. All right, graduation, do you know the exact date?
May 27th.
May 27th. That will be on a Friday night. 160 Dade County High School graduates are going to be able to get their diploma. It'll be always a great evening, and somehow or another that 160 will turn into about 3,000 people in attendance.
Yes,
something
correct.
like that, because it is always packed, and usually around the walk up top, it's usually 4 to 5 deep.
Yes, that's right. And then class night is May 26th.
May 26th,
7 o'clock. Both 7 o'clock at Dade County High School Gymnasium.
All right. Well, we hope to be able to do something with the superlatives. Maybe be able to have an interview with them and sit down and discuss what they've got planned as they get ready to launch into their next level of education. So that'll be good. Well, anything else that you know of that you want to make sure that we're aware of over the next 6 weeks?
Not to my knowledge, just anything that's added, to the calendar. Miss Haston is very good about staying on top of that. She's kind of our webmaster for the calendar. So she's always very conscientious about making sure events get placed on the high school calendar on our webpage. So any information like that, any emails or phone calls that I receive that needs to get on the calendar, we just push it out to her, and she makes sure it gets on there.
And does she do the tweets? I don't know who does those, but
Mr. Hurst
we usually
Hurst.
retweet those when we get them.
Mr. Hurst and myself, we take care of the tweets.
Because I know that, and you a lot of times will send us text, and we'll get those out as well. So good deal. All right, Dade County High School wrapping things up here in about 6 weeks or so, but still a lot of school left, plus the testing. And parents out there, it's going to be very advantageous for the students to be able to come in, get up, get a good meal, come in.
Yes, because the EOCs, that counts 20% of their final grade.
20%. Wow. My goodness. Dade County High School, if you can get any questions, of course, you can contact Josh Engel there at the school anytime. If you can get through Diane.
Email me.
Yes, email. Okay. No, Diane, she does a great job, and we thank her. She's kept that place together for a great number of years. I won't say how many, but a great number. That's for sure. Josh Engel, the principal at Dade County High School, here on Reading, Writing, and Arithmetic. And I don't want to steal his thunder, but I know that you've already said when we come back we're going to have Athletic Director Bradley Warren. He's going to be on with us. You got a first coming up at your high school.
That's correct. This Friday, April 29th.
So we're gonna talk about that. Stay with us through the break as we come back with Reading, Writing, and Arithmetic. Among the many things that stand out about Southern Wholesale Carpet is selection, quality, and value. Southern Wholesale Carpet has all of your flooring needs covered, from Armstrong Tarcat Vinyl to Shaw Carpet and hardwood in a number of styles and colors, including the Somerset Collection and a Smoky Mountain hardwood made right here locally in South Pittsburgh by Shaw. With over 25 years of flooring experience, Highway 136 West at the foot of Sand Mountain, open Monday through Friday till 5 till 6 on Thursday and Saturday 9 to 1. 657-4420. Southern Wholesale Carpet.
I'm your tailgate grill. Your buddy was in such a rush to get into the game, he didn't quite put me out. I see you bought the industrial-sized bottle of lighter fluid. Smart. And if you got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get an Allstate agent and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
There's an Allstate agent right here in your community.
Hey, Barn, Aunt Bee don't get around as good as she used to, and she's in need of a lift chair. Well, Andy, you gotta nip it in the bud. Comfort Gallery has catnapper lift chairs in stock with free delivery and setup. Catnapper reclining sofas in leather, designer fabrics, and even camouflage. Catnapper rocker recliners starting at $269. Hey, Andy, I just been over to Comfort Gallery. They also have England sofas by Lazy Boy. Queen-size pillow top mattress sets now $299. King-size sets just $399. Is that a fact? Surprise, surprise, surprise! They now have free 1-year layaway and 6 months same as cash. And listen up, Andy. For the credit challenge, they now offer no credit check payment plans. Located in Kimball, Tennessee in the Old Hills building. That's Comfort Gallery Mattress and Furniture, open 7 days a week. Y'all go by there and see Gary.
Comfort Gallery, 780 Main Street in Kimball. Free delivery and setup, 90 days same as cash, and easy payment plans. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6, Saturday 9 to 5, and Sunday 1 to 5. Telephone 423-837-3000. A time-tested financial institution equipped with the latest banking technology. The Bank of Dade, with mobile banking to fit your on-the-go lifestyle. Download our latest app today for your iPhone, Android, or tablet to bank on the go. Check your balance, pay bills, make deposits, and keep track of your account anytime and anywhere with the Bank of Dade's smartphone app. Make life easier by using today's most advanced banking technology to your advantage. Call us at 657-6842 or visit on the web at bankofdade.com. Your hometown bank since 1956, the Bank of Dade. Main offices on Highway 11 North in Trenton, and drive-thrus on Highway 11 North and Highway 136 West. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. It's back for a limited time at Guthrie's in Trenton. It's the buy 4, get 1 more deal. Get it only at Guthrie's. Come on into Guthrie's and get your punch card and start saving. It's really easy. Buy 4 meals at the regular price, get your card punched, and get the 5th meal free. It's the buy 4, get 1 more deal. Guthrie's, home of the golden fried chicken finger and the best chicken finger sauce in the world. Guthrie's, Highway 136 West in Trenton, home of those golden fried chicken fingers and the best chicken finger sauce in the world.
Guthrie's, not fast food, good food fast.
Find out what's happening around town every Monday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 Central. Join us for Around Town on KWN TV. Back now to reading, writing, and arithmetic. As we take a different school every week. And, of course, this week we are talking about Dade County High School. Appreciate Josh Engel coming on, the principal there. And we have a couple of the leaders here at the high school. We've got Athletic Director Bradley Warren, also a head football coach. But this is almost time to get ready for the new season coming up.
It is. I've had my athletic director hat on for a while now.
Yeah, you have, and I guess this week is an exciting time at Dade County High School, the week of the 25th, because you just got word you're going to host a state playoff.
Yes, our girls soccer team, they've been to playoffs for the last several years, maybe since the inception of the program. It's been a while. But this year they will be hosting Pace Academy in the first round of the Georgia High School playoffs. So we're number 2 seed and came within an overtime of being the region champs.
Wow. Pace Academy, tell us a little bit about where they're at.
They're a private school in the Atlanta metro area. I feel like if we win this ball game Friday, we will be in the Final Four.
Wow. So, it'll move on that quick. I would imagine every school doesn't have soccer. No, so, it's not like a playoff system. When you get into football, you go weeks and weeks and weeks to get, or any of the other sports, really.
It's a fairly new sport in terms of, if you compare it to age to our other programs, It's around its 8th or 9th year in existence. So this is a big deal for our program to
absolutely.
host a soccer game.
Absolutely. Now, Friday night, tell us, and we'll talk about these two teams, and then I want to ask you questions about, what do we need to do, what time, and all that. But both of these teams have got very similar records.
They do. Pace Academy is 13 wins and 2 losses, and Dade County has 13 wins and 2 losses.
They're identical records then.
They are identical records. Their soccer exposure around the Atlanta metro area is a little more than we have in a rural area, but we've got some really tough girls right now. I mean, if we're healthy, we may give them a run.
Well, the game Friday night, Coach, at high school, it's going to be. I hope that we can pack the stands. I mean, I would love to be able to see. I mean, this is a state playoff. Soccer has been gaining popularity over the years, long before you put it in the high school, but down in our rec league.
It has. If you go by the 4 field, you'll see the majority of those fields have soccer. Kids playing soccer every Saturday and a couple of days a week. So we do, and even my kickers here for the last several years have came out of the boys soccer program.
Well, that's great. So Friday night, Dade County High School going to be lit up under the lights. What time will it start? We
host Pace Academy at 6:00 p.m., and then this event will be immediately followed by the Dade First Glow Run. So they'll be having a road race and run in the dark. So it's going to be a big night over at high school.
Oh, that'll be good. Now I'm going to just ask, because I don't know that much about as far as high school athletics when it comes to sports. How long does a typical soccer game last at a high school level?
Man, you're asking me something tough over there. It's just, they make fun of my soccer etiquette often. So it's roughly 30 minutes per half.
Okay.
With a halftime intermission. So you're looking at about an hour and a half total.
Okay, so the game's going to be over somewhere around 8 o'clock.
7:30.
I guess they do have some, breaks or timeouts and different things like that they can take. So 2 30-minute half times with an intermission plus breaks or whatever. So get there a little bit beforehand, 6:45, 6:30. Give you an opportunity, everybody get in the stands. What do we? I know that it's got to be set by the state, since it's a state playoff. They set the ticket price.
They do. I think they're $7 per ticket. So it's the GHSA will take their fair share of the gate from us.
Well, and that happens, and hopefully there's going to be a big crowd that comes up from Atlanta, from Pace Academy. Have we met them in any other sports?
No, we drew their region this year in football and basketball, but we didn't match up with them. Football, we matched up with Greater Atlanta Christian. Then in girls basketball, I think was Holy Innocents, I believe. Mm-hmm. So we drew Pace this time in soccer playoffs.
All right. So if we win Friday night, if the girls win, they will advance
to the Sweet 16. And I feel like if we win Friday night, that we'll make a run all the way maybe to the Final Four.
And where are the Final Four held at?
I'm not sure.
Or the Sweet 16.
It'll be a host site for the higher seed for a while into the soccer playoffs, and I'll have to look and see where we play.
Would we have a chance to host the Sweet 16 if we won?
If the 1 seed from the other bracket wins, we'll travel. But if the 4 seed were to win, then we would be at home.
Well, we can always hope for a second home field. That would be neat to have a couple of games.
That happened in 2010. We beat Heard County down in Heard County, and we thought we were going on the road. And the number 4 seed, Lovett, beat the number 1 seed, Elbert County, and so we got to host our first ever playoff game, football playoff game.
I remember.
Pretty neat.
Speaking of that, I can't let you get away and talk just briefly about football. And you got the spring football, and then you've got you got summer practices, and then you're ready to go again.
We are. This year there'll be a lot of new faces on the field. You're used to seeing some of the same stars, if you will, being out there on Friday night. So this will be an interesting season because there's a lot of new kids, a lot of what ifs, going to be on the field. A lot of the kids our numbers aren't real high right now, but our grade point average is up above a 3.4, and our size is up. We'll have 3 kids on the line. They're enormous. We'll have a 6'7" individual, a 6'6", and a 6'4" on the offensive line. It'll be really fun to watch. And we're getting some college recruiters that are coming by as well to see these guys, and they're asking for film. Like, well, they're pretty young. Let's get some film in August and see. The way I have the schedule set up this year, we kick off in a preseason game against South Pittsburgh here on August the 5th. So that'll be a a good fun time to kick the season off.
They play football over at South
That's
Pittsburgh.
what I'm hoping.
They certainly do. They're no stranger for football. Well, that'd be pretty. August the 5th. Did everybody get that? That's early for a preseason game.
It is. We elected not to do spring football practice. When you take that option as a small rural school, what that gives you is 2 preseason games that, say, a school that elects spring football, they get their 2 weeks in May. Well, we'll get our 2 weeks in August. So while they won't be able to kick off till around the 19th of August, we'll kick off the 5th and have those days in advance of as our advantage going into the season.
It'll be great. Well, Coach, we thank you for coming on. Excited about Friday night. This coming Friday night is going to be first ever. Dade County High School is going to be hosting a state soccer playoff for the girls, and we hope that you'll make your plans to come on out, be a part of it. And $7, right?
I think so.
$7 to be able to get in and be a part of the show. I think that is neat to be able to come on out. Number one, you're rooting on your team. You're watching something that's never been done before, and that's hosting a soccer state playoff game.
Yeah, speaking of things that have never been done before, you heard about our new programs we're looking to add at the high school?
Well, we have on a couple. We got about 2 minutes. Tell everybody.
We are looking at adding, this one's really popular based on the survey results I've seen today, a bass fishing team, an air riflery team, and a girls volleyball team. So,
I think all three will be another tool that you as athletic director and the academics of the high school can use to help people and let people have something that they can focus on, that they enjoy, that they look forward to and compete in.
They do, and that's my job, is to try to make those options available to our students. And we've had a board that's been receptive to it. Right now we're in the middle of doing surveys to see if we have the interest level, sponsors, coaches, players.
And you'd be surprised. I know that Pat Rose, that does Set the Hook, has had several students from various schools in our four-county area that already has fishing.
They do, so it's going to be really fun. And we'll be in the Northwest Georgia High School Anglers Association. So there's about 15 or 16 schools there. We'll fish with them in the tournaments. And then when we want to go head-to-head, we could go against North Sand Mountain or, somebody like that that has a fishing team, Ida or whoever. That's
pretty cool. That is going to be great. So a lot of big things coming, just more hats for you to wear.
Man, I got to find somebody that knows how to fish, 'cause it's not me.
Pat Rose.
I know.
Pat he could take you out. That's what you need to do over the summer.
Al Barton on staff that fishes. Donnie Smith has talked to us a little bit about it, and you got Pat Rose, so all the kids today.
He's an alumni at high school, so he can get out there and teach.
I walked in one classroom and 2 boys were making a list of everybody with a bass boat that they thought might let them.
And Pat's got a really nice one. Yeah, he does that too. He does those tours and fishing tours. So that'd be a summer trip.
I hope they make it'll be something great for our kids.
It certainly would. I think. Well, it's much water, and I know we got a couple of minutes here, but much water that we have in this tri-state area with the Tennessee River and the lakes and Chickamauga and everything. I mean, it's really a win-win.
It is. They'll fish in Chickamauga and Nickajack, local area. And I don't know how this works. It's new to me too, so I've got to dig in if these programs make. But once they finish their regular season and they've got so many qualifying points, whatever tournaments, whatever, they can fish in the national tournament wherever that's held.
That is great. That is great. Don't forget, Friday night, Dade County High School, first playoff for the soccer team. The ladies are going to be taking on Pace Academy this coming Friday night. Coach, we certainly do appreciate you coming in.
Appreciate it.
Reading, writing, and arithmetic. Join us every week right here as we take a look at a different school. Next week, we'll have another school for you here in Dade County to find out what is happening there. Don't forget about Friday night. We'll see you Friday night, Dade County High School.